Okay. This is the second part of Unit 5, and we're starting with measures of variability. Variability means that it can change based on whatever your data is. So it describes how far spread out the data is. It can also be described as how much the data deviates from the center. So think about it. If I have something that's in the middle and most of them are right around the middle, then everybody kind of made the same type grade, for example, if it's on a grade. If a lot of people made between a 75 and an 85, but then somebody made 100 and somebody made a 0, like that shows how far away all the data is from the middle. Okay. Now, the interquartile range, this is the IQR. All right, it splits the data into 4 equal-sized quartiles. So if I think about it, it's going to be the first 25%, and then the 50%, 75%, and 100%. Those are my quartiles right there, 25, 50, 75, 100. All right, it represents the middle. The IQR is the middle 50% of the data. So from the 25 to the 75. All right, here are the steps to how we're going to find it. First, we're going to order the data from least to greatest. Every time we're going to rewrite the data from least to greatest. Then we're going to find the median. The median is the what? It's the middle. Then we're going to find the median of the lower and the upper quartiles. Lower is Q1, upper is Q3. Now we're going to subtract these, Q3 minus Q1, to find the IQR. So we're going to write it again. IQR equals Q3 minus Q1. Now a small IQR, that means that the data values are close to the center. If it has a high IQR, then they're more spread out. There's a lot of different reasons we can use IQR. So for example, we've got this set of data represents the cost of a camera at a local photography store. So maybe this is over the course of a year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is this one camera has been these different prices. Okay? So we're going to write the data from least to greatest. That's our first step. So we've got 28, 36, 44, 59, 66, 71, and 108. So the price of the camera varies. It was as low as 28, as high as 108. Now, our different pieces of information that we want to find, first we wanted the minimum price. Minimum is the lowest, which was $28. Our maximum is the other side of it, the highest, at 108. Now, how do we find the median? We're going to cross them out until we get there. But since we're going to use them again, we don't want to actually cross them out. So I'm going to start at the ends, and I'm going to cross them out one at a time, one by one. The middle, or the median, is 59. Now, if I only have one right here, I'm not going to use this number anymore. Now I'm going to just use what I have on each side of it. So the middle of these 3 numbers right here, cross them out. So a different color. So this one right here is the middle of that set, which is Q1. Now I want the middle of the second set, the second half. Middle here is 71. Now, what is the interquartile range, or the IQR? We said IQR equals Q3 minus Q1. Q3 was 71. Q1 was 36. So I just need to subtract. What is 71 minus 36? So the IQR was $35. This gives us a lot of information. The lowest price, the highest price, the middle price, or median, the median of the first half, the median of the third half, or second half, and then the IQR. So from the middle, median Q1, median Q3. So this right here is the IQR. Now we have another set of data. This is how many times cars ran a red light at an intersection over a period of 2 weeks. So looking back at it, our first step is to number, or to order them least to greatest. All right, so I need the exact same amount of numbers. So 6, 8. Now here I've got 1, 2 9s, so I need both of those 9s. Got 110, 111, 112, no 13s, 114, 2 15s, no 16, no 17, 118, 119, 120, and 121. So now my data is ordered least to greatest. I'm going to go ahead and write in the minimum. So the minimum number of times the red light was run was 6. The maximum was 21. Maximum, minimum. Now we're going to find the median, the middle. So just like before, I'm going to start at the outsides and go in. Now I have 2 numbers that are in the middle. So if I want to find the median of these 2 numbers, this is pretty easy because it goes in order, 12 to 14. What would be in the middle is 13. If I didn't know, like if it was a 12 and a 13, then I could add them together and divide by 2, so it's the mean of the middle numbers. Now, remember I'm looking at the first half and the second half for Q1 and Q3. Because there's 2 here, I still need to use this number right here. So I'm starting outside and I'm working my way in. 12 and 6, 11 and 8, 9 and 10. There's the middle. This right here is Q1. I'll do the same thing on this side. There's Q3. We said IQR is Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is 18, Q1 is 9. What is 18 minus 9? 9. So what this tells me is that between 9 and 18, 50% of the data falls in that range right there, that interquartile range. It's inside all the data, and this is 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. So all of this, 9 to 18, all these are 50% of the data.